River versus ABO Ice. One of these gentlemen will be in the finals of GBB23 right here live and direct in Tokyo. I asked you, crowd, left, right, side to side, everybody in between, are you ready? ABO Ice won the coin toss. He chose River to go first. River, it is on you. I say the trois, you say the deux, crowd, trois!
Here is where my heart belongs. I'm making this stage my home. You join me, but you're not so strong.
Wow. Wow. All right. That's absolutely crazy. Bro, I'm kind of left speechless, man. Like fucking River, bro. I already know the results of this competition, but you know, just to say this for this battle here and like what we've seen from River so far, like absolutely next level. Like he was already in my opinion, and obviously very much so an elite beatboxer. But man, he's coming in here in like 2023, like a new version of himself, you know. He always like towed that fine line of musicality, but always intertwined like some killer, like battle-esque kind of material when he's like doing these battles, right? So I feel like coming into this battle against ABO Ice, like somebody who doesn't have too much experience on the big stage, but already up to this point proved himself significantly, you know, making it to the semifinals in his first like big international event. So like he knew that he had to come in with something absolutely crazy. So I feel like for this routine in particular, oh my god, it's just like a masterclass of like every kind of category of beatbox there for sure. And just like his stage presence and performance on top of that, pushing it to the next level. And yeah, just like that very first like beginning there, that spit snare kind of sounded like a fucking firework like going off. It was very like atmospheric, and like the sounds and stuff that he's like kind of like followed up with was absolutely crazy. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me with like battles and stuff, the one thing that I dislike, I wouldn't say dislike, but I'm not a huge fan of with like River is that a lot of his songs or rounds start off really slow, and that's just not my style. It's not to say it's bad or anything like that, but it was still amazing, obviously. And then with ABO Ice, now that you said that, it's like his first GBB and whatnot. It's oddly reminiscent of like Kamasakura, where he kind of just came in and nobody knew who he was before, and then he had like an insane run leading up to it. So I don't know, he's kind of taboo to talk about in the beatbox scene for some people, but yeah, I just noticed that and made a comparison, so don't look into it any more than that, I suppose.
I think like Tomas had like a lot of like experience from his country. I'm not too sure. I heard people throw around that ABO Ice was like his local champion of his country. I don't know if that's 100% sure or factual, but I'm pretty sure Tomas was like a multi-time champion of his own country. So,
Really?
yeah, I think he was a little bit more, had a little bit more experience, but he was definitely still like kind of under the radar in terms of like the international beatbox scene as well as ABO Ice. But yeah, ABO Ice has been like, you know, this being his first international event and first like massive like in-person live event, absolutely killed it. Like I had like some moderate expectations from him, and he just kind of been like blowing it out of the water. So I know this is Rivers round. We're kind of just like talking a lot about ABO Ice, so we'll just like
True.
we'll just continue the video here.
Switch.
Bro, acting like a sand man. Bro, acting like a sand man. I'm the sand man. Bro, acting like a sand man. Bro, acting like a sand man. This is the sandstorm. I'm the sand man. Boom.
All right, so
Yeah.
bro, like that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. I feel like you know, ABO Ice's kind of style, like the way he structures his beats and like the kind of like category of sounds that he possesses is so fresh and unique into the beatbox scene. I think that's why it's working so well for this event, because like we really haven't seen someone with that kind of sound design before in the solo beatbox scene. So kind of almost
I was gonna say
reminiscent.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's like very reminiscent of King Inertia's run, just
Mhm.
like in 2021, right? Although King Inertia had some like sounds that we've heard before, just the kind of way that he like brought it to the next level, something we really haven't seen before on the big international stage. But
Mhm.
man, like ABO Ice is just like completely unique and fresh in terms of like his sound design and like the sounds that he uses, right? So this round coming in here against River, you know, similar like structure wise as what we've seen from him before, but again, for the same reasons I just kind of stated, it just kind of works out because it's still so like fresh. Also like a very killer battle mentality kind of round as well. So yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
of things he
there's-
did in there that I liked.
Yeah, there's that whole like touching thing I noticed. I think it's getting a little too handsy, but I don't know. It's heat of the moment kind of thing. But I feel like going with what you just said though, and going back to talking about like other people like Inertia and Tomas and whatnot, I feel like those people always get a tiny little edge in a battle just because they're bringing that new stuff, that fresh stuff, and like, I mean, a lot of these sounds that ABO Ice uses, and like we've heard it online or whatever during his wild cards and whatnot, it translates well there, but everybody's like wondering, you know, is it going to translate well live? And it really is.
Yep, I think that was a big question for a lot of people, including myself. Like, we've seen this guy primarily online. So how is he going to translate into person? And yeah, it's been like just as good. He sounds absolutely amazing from what I heard. Obviously, I wasn't there live. We're just watching the videos, but from talking to people who were actually at the event, said he was one of the biggest standouts in the solo category just because of like him and Napalm. They just both sounded like super, super powerful in comparison to other people. But yeah, going back to what you said about the touching thing, yeah, I heard a lot about that before this battle, so that was actually something I was like keeping in my mind to look out for in this battle in particular. Based on what I saw here, you know, it wasn't that bad. Like, obviously, there's like a standard for just like any battle for the beatbox. Like, touching is pretty much like the biggest no, I guess, especially from someone that you don't really know too well. If you guys are like close friends, I think you can get away with that a little bit more because like you know each other and you know you're like the vibe that you can get. Seeming that I'm pretty sure River doesn't really know ABO Ice too well coming into this battle. I think it's probably a little bit of a bigger deal to him because he doesn't really know him very well. He doesn't know like his kind of like intentions, right? Obviously, he's not going to like go up there and like grab him or like shove him or anything. I just think like he's treating it as like, you know, more of like an old school kind of battle almost, right?
Mhm.
Because I've been saying a lot in battles nowadays. Not so much in this battle actually. I think like River's doing a very good job in the battle kind of aspect, but I feel like as years go on, people kind of like don't really battle each other anymore. They kind of just like stare at the crowd and just like perform that way. So like I can obviously tell from ABO Ice's kind of demeanor here and his kind of like atmosphere and vibe that he gives off. He's more of like a traditional battler. He wants you to look him dead in the eye as he like spits his round, right? So I can respect that, but at the end of the day, these guys, they're probably friends now. I don't know, but they definitely
Yeah,
didn't
they
know each
probably
other too well like during this battle. So I can see where it would be a problem for River. But for me personally, I didn't think it was that bad.
Nah, I just think of the Zeka collapse thing where he like caresses his face. I was like, that is arguably worse.
Yeah, that was worse, honestly. The Zeka collapse one. From what I seen
but
here.
it goes back to what you said. I think they were a little bit closer. They knew each other better, so it was probably a line that was better to cross.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into the battle.
Let's do it.
Switch!
Dude, come on, man.
They try to pull me down. It's not the problem with us. My flows are dangerous. What? They make you high like angel dust. They try to imitate, but it's not the same with us. My flows are dangerous.
Dude, he's a master, bro. He's so good. I just don't understand. He was already like really, really good, but I feel like the level up from 2021 to 2023 here, like, is absolutely crazy. I think he was very, very hungry. You know, making it all the way to the finals against Collapse and losing. Yeah. I think he came here on a mission. Just like everything I've seen from him so far in the tag team category with Collapse to the solo has been absolutely next level. Barely any mistakes. Like fully fleshed out routines, like flawless execution as well. So, yeah, everything about like what River's doing here has just been absolutely next level, I think.
I agree. Yeah, I got something to say, but I'll save it till the end.
Very cool. Let's get right into ABO's.
What?
Come on, bro.
Switch!
What was that?
What?
Come on, man.
What? 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 Trust. 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 Killing the boss. 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 Killing the What? machine gun.
Time!
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I really like what Ice did there, but I feel like looking at this battle like as a whole, I think I just think like straight up River won that battle, but I think it's because he had a lot more variety and variance in the kind of routines that he brought in. I think that ABO Ice, again, like I said at the start, he's very, very fresh and unique, but even with me saying that, you can't be like repeating the same kind of structural sounds and expect to like make it through just based on those kind of merits. But it's really hard to top what River did, especially in this battle against him, because like I said, River just kind of came in with these fully fleshed out 1 minute or 90-second rather routines that he executed like 100% flawlessly, and every single time it's like something completely like unique and different. He uses like some overlapping kind of sounds, but like his structures and his like, you know, the flows and whatnot is always like changed up, right? So they're like completely different like routines. Well, I feel like ABO Ice kind of like borrows a lot from what he does previously. He has like this very kind of unique style, but he kind of like sticks to that, and he doesn't really like sway away from it. He doesn't have like too much variance, if that makes sense, but it's still like super sick and works very well in a battle. But I just feel like going up against somebody like River, who's like the elite of the elite, coming in when River came in with something like that, you kind of needed to change it up a little bit to kind of push yourself back into the battle. Because I felt like the first rounds were like pretty close, honestly, but it's the second rounds that was like the deciding factor for me.
Yeah, I think if he wanted any shot on winning that battle, he had to come back with a drum and bass track of his own, which I don't know if he had it in his arsenal, but I believe that was 4 to the floor. Beat pattern. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it did not match the hype level of D&B, because D&B always just, if it's done correctly, is always just so hard hitting in a battle. And I think it was simply not as much for me the like sounds that he used, but more so the beat selection that he went with.
Yeah.
But going back to the thing that I was going to talk about before that I said I'd save to the end, I guess I did know during the lead up to GBB, he was doing vocal, I guess, lessons with, I don't know if you've seen her before, but she's done some videos with some beatboxers, like the Fairy Voice Mother or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently River was doing some like vocal lessons with her leading up to GBB. So going back to what you said about how he was hungry and stuff like that, I think that just goes to show how committed he was to winning this year, because he went out of his way to improve something that he was already insanely good at.
Yeah. Seems to be a trend, actually. Usually people who, well, not all the time, but people who come in second place usually end up going on to win the next event.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I think it's just like a natural, it's a natural thing, right? You come that close, you just get even more hungry at the end to kind of like make it through, right? So, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, other than that, man. Go ahead.
I don't know. This might be, I might be totally off here, but I feel like when the whole like controversy with Tomas happened, wasn't River like one of the people that was like, I won't compete at GBB again if they don't do something about this? Or am I completely wrong?
No, I think what happened there was, I don't think it had anything to do with the Tomas thing. I think what happened with the River was that he was kind of unhappy that he didn't get like anything out of actually going to the event. Yeah. So he went to the event, he made second place, and he got $0. He got literally nothing to show for it. So gotcha. I think like a lot of people, not only River, I think River was probably the most vocal, and I don't think that was like he went out there and just like went on like an absolute like crusade against Swiss beatbox or anything. He just like showed up on a few videos, and that was pretty much like the primary topic to talk about. It was just like basically a bunch of people were kind of like fed up with the direction that Swiss beatbox was going. They felt kind of like more so they were being like used and weren't really like being appreciated for like, you know, because like at the end of the day, you're going in and like you're spending your own money to go there and you're getting nothing back, and you at the end of the day you don't really even own like the content that was created, right? So I think like that's the biggest issue. But Swiss beatbox kind of like came back this year and at least addressed a few of the things. Like they didn't pay for people's tickets, but they at least had like a prize pool this time around. So they improved in some areas. Yeah,
that's good. Baby
Yeah.
steps.
yeah.
Cool.
Other
Well,
than
yeah,
that,
for me,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, River won that.
Yeah.
River won that for me. That's all.
100%. Like I can't look at this and see. Like I love ABO Ice again. Like I love his kind of style. He's very unique. I like the fact that he came in here to the GBB, you know, pretty much with no experience for like big events like this and absolutely killed it. And like the confidence that he portrayed on stage is absolutely spectacular. So I think like if he kind of continues to go down this kind of road, I think he need to like expand his kind of skill set and like what he's capable of as a solo beatboxer. Because I think that was probably like the biggest issue in this battle in particular. I don't think he had enough variance to kind of like push himself through. So if he can expand what he does on the solo beatbox, because he has everything else, honestly, then he would be an absolute force to be reckoned with, I think. So yeah, it'd be exciting
he'll be a
to see.
contender for years.
Yeah.
I think.
Other than
Cool,
that,
cool.
like dude, I noticed again River was kind of like getting pissed off there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that was about. I had to rewind and see. It looked like it could have been the angle. I don't think ABO Ice was actually touching him there. I could be wrong though. It just looked like he was standing in front of him and River got like, I don't know why he got annoyed at that, but because like in River's round before that, he was literally walking down ABO Ice. So like I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed a little bit odd.
It's the hypocrisy that bothers me, in my opinion. But I think for River, maybe it was just the heat of the moment and like the sum
Yeah.
of the total.
Yeah, for sure.
And it wasn't necessarily that thing that he did, but just the fact that he kept doing it, even though he kept asking him.
Yeah, he did touch him again though after, which is like, I kind of laughed at it
Yeah.
because I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, it's hilarious.
I've been like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah, I understand though for sure. Like, you definitely don't want to be touched or anything in a battle.
Mhm.
But yeah. All right. So
I mean, if you could look at it in a way, but you could look at it in a way that he's getting in his head, so like it could be a benefit. And
yeah. Also,
it
like,
end up mattering in the end.
yeah, I was really funny. I think like ABO Ice like was trying to hand him the mic, and like River for some reason like wanted him to walk to him. It's like what the fuck?
I was like, that's petty.
Dude,
It's
come
like,
on.
that's petty.
I never seen something like that in a battle before. Like that was pretty crazy.
I
How
don't think I have either.
yeah, like someone can just like touch you a couple times and like you just I don't know. To be fair though, like he might have been like you said, maybe a little petty, but it definitely didn't throw him off his game because like look how he like performed afterwards, bro. Like he absolutely destroyed him, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't have that much effect, but it was still kind of funny like how they acted. Like the dynamic between them on stage was like something I haven't really seen
Very
before.
odd.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Wow. All right, so I predict a 5-0 for River. I know the results, but I don't know like who voted for who. So I'm going to guess it's a 5-0 for River. What do you think?
I think maybe Ice will get 4-1.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Find out.
Come on.
Did you see River's face was there?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I don't know.
Did he slap him too hard in the back? Like what the hell?
Maybe.
Only one can move on.
I think he doesn't like ABO energy or something.
審査に移ります
Probably
You
not.
guys have
Probably
such a
because
hard
it
job.
overarches his.
審査が難しい結果ですねこれは
Judges, it will be blue for River.
青がリバ
It will be red for ABO
ー
Ice.
赤がアボアイス
Moving on to the finals. GBB23.
決勝に進むのは
I say the three, y'all say the two and the one. Judges in 3, 2, 1. River!
Makes sense.
Hit him with the アボアイスにも大きな拍手をお願いします
All right, some nice
least
respect
getting
at the
his
end.
word.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like, yeah, even I had a little bit unfair that I knew the results anyway, so I kind of had like that, you know, I knew who was going to win anyway. But
Yeah, me too.
just the way that it kind of played out and like knowing beforehand, like, you know, ABO Ice is very, very capable, but at the same time, I think he does have one one flaw, which is like, you know, he just doesn't have enough variance. And going against somebody like River, you know, and what I've seen from River coming in, very reminiscent of like the kind of run that Collapse had in 2021 and that D-Lo had in 2019, I think. So, yeah, not too surprised by the outcome. So, yeah.
Yep.
Anything else to say?
No, I think that's all I got. And
All right.
it's pretty much what I expected too. So.
All right, so that's pretty much it for the video there. That was a very interesting one. Let's talk about there. But yeah, at the end of the day, no disrespect from me or Tejas against River at all. Just kind of observing what happened here. And also, we don't really know the guy in real life, so yeah. Take what we say with a grain of salt. We weren't there as well, so we don't know what happened. We can just go by what we saw in the video. It turned out to be a very interesting battle, I think, and very entertaining nonetheless. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed what you heard here, links in the description to the original video. Go check it out. Go check out Swiss Beatbox as well. Links in the description to their channel. Go leave them a sub if you want to see the remainder of the event there. It'll be posted on their channel, obviously. So yeah, if you like what you heard from me, though, you can leave a like on this video. You can sub to my channel. You can check out my Discord channel as well. Links in the description to that. And Tejas.
Same as always. Still trying to get through college, make sure I can start devoting some time, to maybe making my videos of my own. So if you want to subscribe, stay tuned. Go for it. Link will be in the description, I'm sure. And Instagram_KS. Find me there. Thanks, guys.
And other than that, we'll see you in the next Beatbox reaction video.